Hi and welcome to SWAT TV. This is the new location where I'm going to be quite regular, giving advice, giving views and opinions of what I have in my mind. Right now, I'm going to explain something to you about a particular procedure as far as the police are concerned. The police, they have this thing that is institutionalized in their system. That's discrimination and that's racism. In every aspect. There's no denying it, there's no getting away from it. So, I have a plan to bring the police, wands of police, to a civil action. That means I'm going to bring them to court for their misconduct, for their willful negligence. Let me just categorize some of them. Willful negligence is like when they come on a scene to investigate a crime. Let's take the crime of assault, for example. So if you have the crime of assault and you are the one that's been assaulted and you have no stance, you have no stature, meaning, for example, I'll say simply, if you're unemployed and the one that assaulted you is in business, for example, might have a corporation, when the police turn up, it's gonna be a different process that they use for both of you. So when I say institutional racism and discrimination, I say these things to the police as well. Because the treatment that these categories that we are putting, I don't know if you know the categories that we're putting these categories of IC1, IC2, and IC3. Do you know what that means? IC1 means Caucasian people, and a process used to deal with Caucasian people. Now, I'm not against none of the races, but I know the treatment I get when I'm being treated. It's really simple. If you're being disrespected, will you know? You'll know. Everybody that's got sense, logics, common sense and logics will know that if they're being treated disrespectfully, that means by speaking to them, making them feel away, making them feel concerned, those people understand that they're being disrespected. That's a natural thing, everybody knows that. IC2. IC2 is brown skinned people, meaning Indians, Chinese, brown skinned people with Caucasian looking hair. They're called IC2. The process and the treatment that they get, if they was either an assault or being assaulted, would be different from IC1. So IC2 is different from IC1. And then you have IC3, which is the black melanated man. He gets treated, and the process of his treatment is much different from 2 and also different from 1. So when you get treated a particular way, this is what I'm going to speak now is for the younger generation of people. When the police stop them unnecessarily, that means without them committing a crime, thinking about the crime, or being active with anybody else that's thinking about the crime. When the police have some kind of, I don't know, information, some kind of suspicion, it's got to be 100%. It can't be just a feeling. 100% means that they have to have had some information from someone in one way or the other. If they don't have the information, you young guys, if they don't have no information for reasonable grounds, don't make no noise. Let them do what they're doing. If you have a phone, take your phone out and film it. Furthermore, when they're approaching you and you know you haven't done nothing, absolutely nothing wrong, take your phone out and start filming all the interaction. No way let them tell you that you can't film. If they tell you that you can't film, they're breaking the law. So again, I'm going to emphasize that. If you haven't done nothing wrong and the police approach you, you need to know their name and their number. When they say have a read off of their shoulder number, that's no good. You want them to tell you with their words, their name, their number, and you want to say where they are attached. If they don't say those things on approach to you, they're breaking the law. But you saying that after it happening won't be nothing, because it would be your word against their word. So my advice is take your camera and film them immediately. All right. The second thing is, don't allow them to search you. They will force a search off of you, but you tell them that you do not consent to that. And if they do want to search you, allow them to search you, but under duress. You're making them know that you haven't done nothing wrong. There's no reasonable grounds. There's no suspicion. No one hasn't called them to be here. They're just going off of their feelings. They're breaking the law when they do that. And you young guys and young girls need to know that. This is what I'm explaining. Once they do all those things, my advice is don't go through the channel of complaints procedure. Complaints procedure just highlights the length that they take for their ill doing and their wrongdoing and their protection of their own police. Go straight to court. If you don't know how to go to court, I've got some information to help you along to go to court. Make a claim in the small claims court. Put an application in, make a claim, £50, £5,000 top fee in the small claims court. Go and make a claim. Don't let them feel that they're going to get away with these things. That's what we used to do when we was younger, because nothing can change. Everything is still the same. It just looks pretty. For example, my glasses. These are used for me to see out of, and I can see out of them, but they might be a bit dirty. But if I clean them, it's gonna do the same job. That's like the police. The police seem to be cleaned up now, like they're doing a good job for statistics when they're showing the public, the people on the news media. They're the same. They're the same guys that they were in those black bully vans. Yeah, I've got a case right now where it lasted for a year. When I say I've got a case right now, a year's worth of antagonizing, victimization from some young neighbors. These young neighbors, for legal purposes, I'm not even telling you their name, but they're out of the picture now. But based off of that, the conduct of the police in those procedures was those of people that didn't have an understanding of what was going on from the start. Anything that's null and void from the start can't be forwarded, can't be investigated. It's stupid for them to think that we don't know that. They base what they're doing off of the fact that they think we, people, not just black people, we, people, don't know. Come, and I'll show you how to deal with it.